Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Game and this is the MOD005 by Akko. Earlier this month, I took a look at the MOD003, which is a full-size custom keyboard kit, but this is Akko's first 65% custom and it retails for only $129. In my opinion, this is one of, if not the best, entry-level custom keyboard kit of its kind for the price, so let's take a closer look at what it has to offer. Like the MOD003, it features a two-part aluminum case. You can get this in blue, gray, pink, or black like I have here. And it's a gasket-mounted keyboard with a total of 32 gaskets cushioning the plate and surrounding it here. And as you can see, it features a compact 65% layout, which does away with the number pad and the function row, but leaves the dedicated arrow keys and a column of navigation and editing buttons. And this, in my opinion, is the perfect middle ground between size and functionality for gaming and work. And most of those missing keys are also accessible on a secondary layer, accessible with the FN button. Now, compared to the MOD003, Akko has been listening and taking feedback. This features 3mm pour-on gaskets that are much softer, leading to better flex and really a better typing experience all around. There's no need to pull these off and replace them like last time. It also supports screw-in and plate-mounted stabilizers with wider compatibility than on the MOD003 as well. I was able to fit a set of Duroc V2s in here for testing, and it worked just fine. Now, I did settle on some Novel Keys plate mounts because they're excellent. Number one, if you haven't tried them, try them, but also for easier access with relubing down the line. This board also features a daughter board for the USB-C port, so there's one less point of failure, and it assists in the flex a little bit. And so important for acoustics, the plate foam and the case foam also do a better job of reducing the hollowness and pinginess of the MOD003 and most aluminum keyboards of this kind. Now, it's not completely gone, but with a few simple mods it can be, and we'll get to that a little bit later. On top of that, for the price, Akko also throws in an FR4 plate in addition to the aluminum plate that comes pre-installed with this kit. Now, the board flexes well with the aluminum plate thanks to those improved gaskets, but with the FR4, it's at Keychron Q1 levels of flex or even more. You do have to install the gaskets on that plate yourself from a pack that's included in the box, but if you're looking for that added bounce of lower pitched thock, it's definitely worth the time to do that. And that's really the thing with this board. If you're willing to take the time to customize it and mod it, no pun intended, it's not just good, it's crazy how good it can actually be. Wait until you hear how it sounds with just a few simple mods. But out of the box, there are some things to address. The factory lube job on the stabs was a bit more inconsistent this time. The hollow pinginess is way less, but it's not quite gone. And for those of you that want to install your own switches, which is easy because of the hot swap sockets, you might also be disappointed to hear that it has north-facing switch sockets. This does mean that you might encounter some interference with cherry profile keycaps, but Akko does say that this isn't an issue if you're using their switches, and that did turn out to be true. I built this keyboard using Akko CS Jelly Blacks and tested it with their Dolce Sidicus set just to try a cherry profile set, and there was no interference at all. So your mileage may vary, but that is a way to avoid it here. And guys, don't sleep on these new jelly switches. They're smooth out of the box, but with hand lubing, they become one of the best budget linears I've ever used. Direct from Akko, they're $11.99 for a box of 45, which is only 27 cents a switch, and that's kind of out of this world for the level of smoothness and sound if you're willing to lube it yourself. Now, for this build, Akko did supply everything. They supplied the kit and the switches, as well as these keycaps here. This is the black and gold keycap set, and it's in their ASA profile, which is a similar shape to SA. It has that spherical shape, but it's only about OEM height, so it's more comfortable and easy to type on. And this is made from double shot PBT, and in my opinion, it just looks great. I was really impressed with how this came together. And they also have a poppy, clacky sound that's even more so than the cherry profile keycaps I tested, which I really like. It works well with this. With everything included, the total cost of this build would only be about $214, which is nuts. It's a good keyboard out of the box, but it's easy to mod, and I think anyone buying this should take the time to mod it, even if that just means lubing the stabilizers. For me, I lubed the switches with Crytek's 205G0. I put a layer of frog tape painter's tape on the back of the PCB, that is, and a layer of PE foam under the switches. I also swapped out the stabilizers with those Novel Keys ones. I lubed them and wholly modded them, and attached some stabilizer pads from KBD fans just to cushion the bottom outs. All of this is pretty basic. You don't have to do everything, and it really doesn't take too much time or really add too much additional cost, but really improves the typing experience. At $129 for a full aluminum kit like this with this much flex and this much mod potential, this is just an incredible value, at least in my opinion. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. And with all that out of the way, Enjoy the typing test.